Hey everyone. Yeah, I'm on my last break, so I pretty much figured I'd take this next 11 minutes and 13 seconds at 9:13 p.m. going on now 10 minutes 59 seconds to talk about money in the bank. I'm currently, during lunch I kind of started to, before I started work, and even currently I'm starting to and during my lunch break I started to kind of skim through a little bit, watch a little bit of Money in the Bank, because I heard everybody from Monster to Lexman, all of them talking positive things about it. Now I'm not sure about Schleg Daddy at the OTR Central. We'll have to wait and see, but I heard a lot of people talking a lot of good things about it. Now a few things did stand out. A few things stood out, but basically in a sense, got some criticism. Got criticism due to the fact that the way things were being done. Now, one of the featured matchups of that evening was the dream match between AJ Styles and John Cena. Now, AJ Styles, as probably some of you know by now, if not a majority of you know, went over John Cena thanks to the club. And what's funny about this is, even though this is what fans wanted AJ Styles to go over John Cena, what's funny about it is the fact that a lot of fans were complaining. And not complaining because AJ Styles won. No, that's what they wanted. What they were complaining about is the way he won. You see, to these hardcore fans, and I mean true hardcore fans, when you want a dream matchup to happen, and it does, you want a clear-cut winner. No bull, no BS, nothing like that. You want a clear-cut, straight-out winner. And apparently, when WWE pulled what they did with the club interfering to allow AJ to get the win, it basically pissed a lot of fans off. Because yes, you were giving them the dream match. Don't get me wrong, you were giving them the dream match. But what you were giving them instead was a slap in the face. That was initially what you were giving them. A slap in the face. And a lot of fans didn't like that. Now, I think some of these hardcore fans, though, have to look at the bigger picture, because I think Monster, Lexman, and several others will probably say similar things, if not around the same thing. And that is, basically, fans have to, in this case, we know WWE likes to make excuses and say, well, it's all part of a bigger picture. Well, in this case, it is part of a bigger picture, whether we like it or not. Because the bigger picture is, if they're going to go with a rematch down the line, whether it's one-on-one at Battleground, one-on-one at SummerSlam, or whatever, we know for certain that AJ is going to want to prove, John Cena and AJ are going to have to go one-on-one, no BS, no bull. So it's got to happen. And when it happens, the question's going to be, who goes over? Now, the reason all this is leading towards that legitimate one-on-one match with no interference, whether it's Battleground or SummerSlam, most likely SummerSlam in the eyes of some, this is going to be the point where AJ goes back to being a babyface. Hear me out. You see, what AJ going from Roman Reigns to literally the guy, the real guy, the real, italics, hashtag whatever, guy of the WWE and John Cena, is basically WWE testing the waters with him. WWE wants to see if AJ can not only hang with John Cena, as proven last night, and vice versa, if John Cena can hang with AJ Styles, but if AJ Styles is worthy of being in that elite. As Schleg Daddy would put it, being in the Breakfast Club of WWE. And that's why he's with them. He's in this program with John, to prove that. so that when he does win or lose, prove in the end that he can hang with the elite, hang with the Breakfast Club, as Schleg Daddy of OTR Essential puts it. It'll make AJ a bigger babyface and star in the WWE, and even the WWE faithful, who know a little bit about him but not much, will get behind him, and thus they won't look at future matchups against people like, let's say, a Randy Orton or a Sheamus or a Big Show or whatever as matchups he can't win, because they'll look at those matchups as saying it's equal footing now. There's no, it's equal footing. There is no, disadvantage. There's no wondering. There's no worrying. It's all equal footing. And that's why AJ is in this program with John Cena, to prepare him for those potential future matchups, as well as to get the WWE Universe that's a little familiar with him, but not totally familiar with him, to be familiar with him, to be used to him, to get behind him, as well as it would basically, as crazy as it sounds, ease the diehard hardcore fans and make them look at matchups of, like I said, of a Styles versus Orton, or a Styles versus Sheamus, or a Styles versus Big Show, or a Styles versus Undertaker, if they wanted to do that, as matchups that are not just potential dream matchups or fantasy matchups come to life, but are basically equal footing. No worrying of, because AJ's from TNA, Ring of Honor, whatever, he's going to get buried. The WWE, as crazy as it sounds, is trying to ease that tension. They're trying to ease that fear. So that's why AJ Styles is in this program with John Cena, and that is why he went over the way he did at Money in the Bank. Now, as far as Roman Reigns losing the WWE World Heavyweight Championship to Seth Rollins, and then Seth Rollins losing it to Dean Ambrose, here's the reason. You see, everybody was worried when Brock Lesnar just wiped out Dean at WrestleMania. But it was part of a bigger picture. That bigger picture was to show that, yes, even though he lost, he could hang with Brock Lesnar. He can hang with Brock Lesnar long enough to show, as the announcers put it, Brock Lesnar had been in a fight. So with that said, it was all setting up to a bigger picture. And that bigger picture was him was winning Money in the Bank, cashing in the same night, and becoming World Heavyweight Champion. Now with that said, a lot of people are probably wondering, did WWE make a mistake? I'd have to say no. I don't think they made a mistake. I think WWE is probably realizing that they had made a mistake by putting the belt on Roman, and I think someone, whoever it was backstage, finally let Vince McMahon know, let Triple H know, maybe it was Triple H that let Vince McMahon know, hey, this Roman Reigns thing, it ain't working. Fans hate him. They don't like him. They don't want him as champion. They want to boo him. And now it seems, according to some eyewitnesses that were there live, like Wrestling with Regret, and people that watched it, it seems that Roman may be turning heel. And if any indication about tonight in his segment with Ambrose and Rollins is any indication, then it looks like they're finally realizing the best Roman is a heel Roman. Let him embrace the hatred. Let him embrace it. Let him just drink in the booze. Let him embrace it. And I think that's what they're doing. So to me, this is probably the best thing Roman needs right now. To drink in the booze. To embrace it. And I think this is the WWE is hopefully now doing the right thing. The question is, will they follow through on it? That depends come Battleground. But another reason is also they know Dean Ambrose is over with the fans. And the fans want Dean Ambrose as champion. They want him as champion. They want him to be the face of the company. They want him to be probably the key that opens that door to possibly getting out of the PG era. But we'll have to wait and see. But that, to me, is the reason why Roman Reigns lost the championship last night. It was because I think someone finally made Vince McMahon realize, and maybe even Triple H, if not Triple H himself making Vince McMahon realize, this Roman Reigns thing ain't working. It's time to start something different. It's time to go in a different direction. And that's why he lost it, in my opinion. But that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to head back into work now, and I'm out.